Is your For You page anything like mine, where it's just filled with delicious foods and desserts from around the world, in particular America? I see it all the time popping up. You've got to try this. This is the most delicious pizza or burger I've ever had in my entire life. And I unfortunately live in a small town in Northern Ontario, Canada, so I don't have the luxury to be able to go out, nor can I afford to be able to travel and try all of these delicious looking recipes. Excuse me. Luckily for me, I'm scrolling and who pops up on my For You page? Josh, and he's talking about all the viral videos that he's seen and are they worth the hype? So I thought, you know what? I can't live it, so let's live it with him, through him, and see if we're really missing out on all these delicious foods or if the hype is overplayed and maybe these influencers are getting paid to hype it up. And I know he's gonna be honest and tell us the real reviews.
The food influencers might be lying to us all. In fact, some of them get paid just to say good things about a restaurant.
Yeah, they do.
People are going viral making claims that this is the best burger, taco, pizza, and their only validation, well, they got millions of views and likes. So how come
I guess
these
that's
places
enough.
are actually good and worth waiting 4 hours in line just to eat? So we're eating at every most viral restaurant across America, from $70 pizzas to Wagyu Philly cheesesteak and even shawarma that makes lines like it's Disneyland. Are these people showing us the best food on earth, or is this just fake content made for clicks? And it all starts in New York City. Starting off with a $68 sausage pizza, coming from the new pizza shop Paris, which is run by Michelin-starred chefs.
Whoa, really quickly, that's like almost $100 Canadian for a pizza?
Michelin-stars enough to charge this much for a pizza with andouille sausage, burrata, and
oh god, that looks good.
Given the price, we better hope this gets at least an A tier. Of course, I couldn't do this without bringing back pizza expert Scott Wiener. It's very creamy smelling.
I like that they're just eating casual pizza outside, doing a review.
I love this because you get this undercurrent of heat the whole time. Super light, airy, crisp, quick bite. It's just easy to eat.
It's salty, it's sweet, it's acidic, it's meaty, it's smoky, it's cheesy,
that
it's
looks
creamy.
good.
So many things. My first thought is this better than Lindustry? I think they're in the same echelon of absolute perfection, like precision level excellence. So if you're thinking, oh, I don't want to go to Sarah's because I'm worried about the line, just come. So the final rating is S tier.
You know what I noticed really quickly about every American when you guys eat your pizza? Look what he does. He folds his pizza. Is that like just an American thing that you guys have learned? Or is it just because your slices are so big that it's easier to fold? I just like eat my pizza regularly. $68.
Perfection, like precision.
I'll pay 20 bucks
excellence.
for a pizza.
So if you're thinking, oh, cakes
whoa!
At Golden Diner, New York
Yeah.
City. I will say,
sign me up. I love pancakes.
These look impressive.
My
and they
favorite
smell
breakfast
lemon
food.
Zest,
Minus bacon.
I love that this is like a new universe. I feel like I've never experienced this type of pancake before.
How do I make that?
They basically cook it only in one position, and then they finish it in an oven, and then they invert it. So there's only one side gets brown.
Ooh,
I
is that good though?
Citrus zest
He would.
is the best.
I came in expecting.
Oh, look how good that looks.
This is an example.
He's gonna give that an S tier, right? If he's talking this good.
Those elements that make a great pancake to the absolute max. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Two
wow.
S tiers seems unnatural. So we have a new taster coming into the fold, and it is my buddy Saltank. In fact, he has a restaurant of his own that's gone viral for French dip. I'm just gonna say right now, I don't want to boost your ego too much. You've had it boosted enough over the last couple of years. It's seasoned perfectly. The texture's fucking beautiful. Soft and creamy on the inside. It's not 1 ounce of dryness.
He's
in
living the
sandwich.
best life. I just want to try
If you haven't been
foods.
to Salt Hank's, you need to go. Salt Hank is a friend, obviously, so he is disqualified. Due to bias.
Delicious.
The competition should consider themselves fucking lucky that Henry's not in this. Now, on to the next.
Looks
We
so
have
good.
Bradley Cooper. Yes, the famous actor
So
who's
handsome.
opened a sandwich spot called Danny and Coops. And as you can imagine, there were lines around the block because he was there actually cooking. It's a collab
Wow.
with Philly's Angelo's Pizzeria, which is the cheesesteak that won our best sandwich in America. Can they sustain the quality here?
It's creamy, it's juicy, it's loosey, it's goosey. Cheers.
Wow, look how much
That's
meat
just a
is
vehicle
in
for white
there.
American cheese.
It's so good. This is my favorite Philly cheesesteak I've ever had by a million light years.
The bread is beautiful. You can taste the toasted sesame, which I love. I think it's the best Philly cheesesteak.
So far, because there's another viral cheesesteak in this video.
Oh
and it
my
happens to be the Los
gosh,
Angeles competitor. We've got
Living in
East Coast
Ontario,
versus West
Canada,
Coast.
we don't
We'll
have
get to that later in the video.
not like this. I'm sure I can
Restaurants are
go
lacking
somewhere and
on
it's
the
like a
cheese,
fake
and
Philly
they do not
cheesesteak.
can skimp whatsoever.
Are you also
Look
noticing
at
the
that.
pepperiness? Like there's a lot of black pepper in there. The onion comes through, the beef
Oh
comes through.
my
It's seasoned
God.
This is better than most of the Philly cheesesteaks in f***ing Philly. Is it worth it though? You've got an expensive sandwich. This is probably the most
$22.
viral Philly cheesesteak known to mankind. Is
Well,
it
that's a
worth
lot
the
of
hype?
meat that you're
I'd
getting.
Say yes.
I say yes, absolutely, 1,000%, yeah.
Although I'd say
He's
it's
in
worth
it.
the original Angelo's was better. And if the original Angelo's is
Okay.
S tier, that puts Danny and Coops at a solid A tier. Now we move on to Austin, Texas.
Oh,
But what does
land of the
Texas go
barbecue.
viral for? Meat.
Oh.
Franklin Barbecue is the OG
God, I love
of
barbecue.
restaurant hype.
Give
Even
it to me.
before Instagram or TikTok, people
Oh,
were lining
look
up
at that.
4 in the
Is that
morning just to
brisket?
try his brisket. And after all
Yeah.
these years, is Franklin still the king?
Okay, here's the thing. We had a huge like fair over here in my small town. We have it every year. It's like a rodeo, like barbecue show type thing. And well, it's the first year we got the rodeo, but then we got the barbecue here. They come every year. And like the past 2 years, like their brisket's been very underwhelming. And I have friends from the States and they're like, you have to have brisket, you have to have burnt ends. And I'm like, every time I've tried brisket, it's not very good though.
Joining me today is our
Very
longtime
disappointing.
taster, Vikram, to give us the palate of the people.
Don't even need a knife. Just use a plastic fork.
It's
That's how good it
wild.
is.
Yeah, not the brisket I
That's
had.
insane.
I
What
needed
I'm
a
really
knife.
loving is
Oh.
number one how tender it is. The salt
Look
on
how
the crust
juicy.
is addicting.
Brisket is very easy to mess up because really it's just 3 things: brisket, salt, and you have pepper. Everything
Okay.
else is technique and hours of smoking.
Oh, there we go. Canadian internet, we're gonna buffer. Hang on, just give me a second. We'll be back to the video.
Addicting.
Brisket is very
All right,
easy
we're back.
to mess up because really it's just 3 things: brisket, salt, and you have pepper. Everything else is technique and hours of smoking and waiting on it and checking it and flipping it and all these things.
God,
It's
that looks
perfectly
good.
executed. Seasoned to the limit with salt. The smoke levels are amazing.
I've had barbecue all over Texas. This is always ranking consistently towards the top.
I
It's
love
an
that.
S.
Oh wow, they
Next
went
up, all day
S tier.
pizza.
Okay.
They've gone viral for having pizza
Must be as
supposedly
delicious as it
as good
looks.
as New York City, but in Texas. And their current hit is a giant dill pickle pizza. Oh boy,
Oh,
This is just insane.
no.
this is a monster.
Also massive. Look at the slice.
I f with that.
Yeah.
What?
I'm into that.
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
What's really doing it is these breadcrumbs on top. It had such a good texture and it works so well.
Again,
with the crust
folded
that's there.
pizza.
Crazy textural experience because you got the bottom of the crust on these pizzas is like traditional brick oven style where it's crispy on the bottom, but it's also crispy on the top. And then you get the crunch of the pickle. This is like the most explosive pizza bite I can think of, and yet it's actually not overwhelming. Like I feel good after eating it.
Dang.
Yeah.
I think
I kinda
pizza
wanna try it
purists will
now.
have something to say about this. I'm very much more on the line of like, is it good and does it hit on the notes that's required of a great pizza? And I think
Yeah.
yes and yes. Now, despite our high praise, if I
Wow.
were to compare this to the best pizzas I've had, I would have to say this is a strong A tier. Not
Makes
punching
sense.
quite as high.
I
but
can't
still
believe
very
how high they're
respectable,
still
and we
rating
move
that.
on. We're at
A is
Phoenicia
high.
Bakery. This is a bakery. It is a grocery store. It is also a deli.
Oh.
It is also a place that serves chicken shawarma. It's viral because
Whoa.
of my friend David Douglas. One of his biggest videos of all time was about the chicken shawarma. We're trying it.
I
Cheers.
love
Cheers.
chicken shawarma.
I gotta say, this is actually something
We
that
have
I
a
order
place
all
here
the
and it's
time
pretty
on
good.
Uber Eats. It's one of those like simple things where it's a gift that keeps on giving. It's healthy chicken filled with fresh vegetables, freshly made in-house hummus. It's good. It's like not like blow your mind, knock your socks off. It's just like a place where you
Okay.
can get a healthy meal and it tastes good.
Among chicken shawarmas I've had, it's not really anywhere near the top. It's tasty, and I think the sauce is really carrying it, and it needs it because the chicken is pretty dry. I don't think I'd line up out the door or make a drive into this specific
Still looks
spot
delicious,
to get this
though.
specific thing.
This is like, I need a quick lunch that like I can eat and not hate. It's not necessarily like a knock your socks off. What do you think? C, B?
I honestly
Probably go
am
C,
probably
sounds
thinking
like.
C. I
Yeah,
think this is
wow.
like mid.
Yeah, normally it's like a B or an A for me. This is definitely a C. I'll come to you to grocery shop. That I will do. Very good grocery store. Highly recommend it. Moving on. Now we move
B-roll
on to a
footage. Get out of
Michelin-starred
here.
barbecue place,
I love it.
Interstellar, for their peach tea glazed pork belly. It's a lot. Sort of
Oh
like a visual
my
ridiculousness because you literally
God.
get this giant platter of basically a whole pork belly chopped up.
I can't look at this and question
This
if
looks
it's going to be
so
good. Or not.
good.
It looks fantastic.
just gonna go
Oh
in.
man. Oh, I've never had pork
That
belly.
is bonkers. That's like eating candy. Like you don't look like you
No.
like it. Let's hear it.
This is an interesting profile to me. I think what I'm used to with pork belly is like Asian pork belly. And this is just really sweet. It works for a barbecue. You get a good candied glaze. I don't know if I would line up and grab this. I think this is a cool side to have. Curious
Okay.
to see what you think.
I love it. What this reminds me of is like a Texas version
What's
of
he gonna do
red-cooked
then,
pork.
B tier?
This is expertly prepared.
Looks
It's also gonna be a
delicious.
make or break for a lot of people because if you don't want like explosive fatty, salty, literally smashing you in the face, you're not gonna like this. So I think like it really depends on the person. Do I think it's worth waiting in line for? I don't know. Like I feel like this is in between a B and an A. I think for you it's a B.
Yeah, I think it's still very, very good.
I wonder if it tastes like candied bacon a little bit. They're talking about like that sweet and then the fatty and you know the salty of it. I love candied bacon.
Either go B, it could either go A. It really depends on who you ask. I like it. That said, in the pantheon of great barbecue, this is a B tier.
Okay, our first B.
But now we move on to a true viral legend, the
Oh my
giant donuts
goodness,
at Round
what the
Rock
heck?
Donuts. They've been around for 100 years.
That is
so they must
massive.
Be legit, right? We pulled up and there's already a line.
Gonna be a line to the bathroom after eating this.
This already looks like I'm halfway there just visually. It's just a giant donut. I mean,
Wow.
how good is it really? Is this really worth standing in line for 30 minutes to an hour just to like get a pre-diabetic coma for breakfast?
Wait a minute, 30 minutes to an hour for a donut? You ask most Canadians, we're not waiting 5-10 minutes at a Tim Hortons. That takes too long. A half hour to an hour?
I'm gonna go for the chocolate one first, even though it looks a bit like a poopy butthole.
Let me tell you, you Americans have a lot more patience than us.
Chocolate one's better.
Chocolate one is
Who
better.
waits
The
an
problem with the
hour
glazed
for
one is
food?
There's so much dough. There's not enough glaze to dough ratio. Overall, great donut. Like honestly, no notes really.
Makes sense.
How much better is it than like any of the other good donut shops, like the local ones that are that just say donut on the sign, right? Like how much better is this comparatively?
Not much. I don't
Oh.
think I'd wait an
Going
hour
for a
this
C
if
tier?
this line was down the road. Luckily, this didn't take too long.
If you want Round Rock donuts, like you're not gonna get a bad donut. It's not gonna be anything
Okay.
different than any other good donut you've ever had if you've ever had one, right? Like I'd be willing to give it a A tier, maybe.
Really?
I think it's more B. I'm like, would
Wow.
I take my friends and family here and be like, guys, we gotta go line up?
Yeah.
Not really?
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
B tier. You don't have to go. You'll be okay. B tier. Next up, another Michelin-star.
I wonder if we're gonna
barbecue
get
spot.
any
We're
F
not here for
tiers
brisket.
this
We're here for
episode.
supposedly one of the best burgers in all of
Brisket
America.
looks so
but is it
good.
really as good as people say? I mean, it's just a burger.
It's a weird looking burger. It's thick. Oh,
That is unbelievable.
Whoa.
I don't
Whoa.
think anything could have prepared me for
Really?
what it tastes like. It's so juicy, but you
Whoa.
still get the crunch of the bun a little bit.
People have always told me, oh, but you gotta try the burger, you gotta try the burger. And that pisses me off because I'm like, it's a burger. I'm sure it's great, I just don't need to. And I'm realizing that I was a buffoon.
Oh.
This isn't just a burger. The beef in this is actually fully cooked. It's just really
God,
high
that looks
fat.
good.
And because it's been
Okay.
cured in salt, but more specifically smoked
Look at the
for so long,
crust on the
created a
outside.
pink cure on the inside of the burger, which in turn gives you this smoky, almost pastrami-like flavor. It's unbelievable. It's
I
so
feel
tender.
like
It's
if I
so
were to eat that burger, I'd have such a mind F because I'm the type of girl that eats like her steak like medium well. You know, I like just like a little bit of pink in the middle. That is very pink. And I feel like I'd be like, oh my God, this is undercooked. I'm gonna get sick on it and just have a panic attack because up here, the way I grew up, you know, my mom always used to cook everything through and through and it was always well done. Chicken, obviously chicken you want to do well done, but like overly extra dry chicken just because, you know, you wanted to make sure that it was cooked. The pork was cooked all the way through. The beef was cooked all the way through. You never, even the steak was cooked through and through. Never really saw a lot of like pink until just recently when we, you know, expanded our horizons a little bit to have a, you know, medium well.
juicy and fatty and perfect, and I don't know, it has me questioning, is this the best burger in America?
I truly don't
Whoa,
think you can get a more flavorful
that high?
burger. You'd be
Oh my God,
hard-pressed to
cactus
find
cut
one.
fries are my
This
favorite.
is an easy for me S tier. I would line up for this one.
No question.
Wow.
I tell all my family and extended
It's
family
so
to come down
thick,
as soon as
though.
they can.
So S tier, we
That's
move on.
wild.
As far as I know, there's not a single place in Texas that has traditional barbacoa. That was until I saw
Ooh.
Taco Bell Grandpa going viral.
oh,
This is a father and son
gosh.
duo making hyper-traditional barbacoa in giant pits, using up to 8 to 10 lambs per pit, seasoning them simply, wrapping them in maguey leaves, cooking them for tens of hours. So it sounds like they're doing it the right way, but let's see if these lines are really worth it.
That is
Here we go.
so
We
cool.
have the taco assembled. I'm just gonna go bare bones, nothing but consomme, a little bit of garbanzo bean, no salsa, straight up. Cheers. Cheers, Josh.
Cheers.
Bro,
That's pretty good.
the garbanzo beans are insane.
Look at
I mean,
that.
it's like ridiculously tender, extremely, extremely juicy. Should I go all in on that?
Yeah, you
I want
should.
to have some of that too. I want to do some
Try it
spicy
out.
stuff. Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is with their spicy
Ooh.
salsa matcha. Holy shit. good.
That looks
Austin is known
delicious.
to have great tacos, but I don't think Austin's taco scene is that good. This one place is
Okay.
a huge exception to that. Whether you like
You'd
lamb or
think
not
there'd be
is
good
irrelevant.
tacos, though.
Anybody could come here and enjoy and love this taco. It's not gamey. It's beautifully fatty.
Oh,
Melts in your mouth.
God.
It's seasoned nicely. I don't know anyone that has these insane pit setups putting out a taco like this. And this video is
Amazing.
all about not just things that have gone viral. What is so good that I'm willing to sit in
That's
line
right.
and wait for a bite of something.
You got another
right?
S
Very
tier,
few
or
things I
boys?
fucking hate waiting in line. I'm waiting here.
This
Same.
is one of the top tacos in Austin.
So where does that place sit on the list? I feel like out of everything I've seen, we've got somebody here that's been making barbacoa for 45 years. If there's a weekend available to you and you want an unrivaled taco, you're gonna come here. And more importantly, you're gonna be coming to an S tier.
Another
So move
S
on.
tier. You know what I love about this is that when you go there, there's a story to it. It's just not another fast food chain. It's just not another restaurant. Like, you can see like where they're set up. You can see the love and the passion that they have for something that they've been doing for years. I love the culture and the history. That's one thing that I feel like America does so well and so right, is that you guys have such great stories to all of your cooking. Anytime I see videos like this, there's always history, there's always a story behind it. And I'm fascinated that the food and the culture are so intertwined, and it's like just like a story that you get to see. Ah, it's beautiful. I
So
love
we're two
it.
cities down. I'm gonna be honest. So far,
Yeah.
these viral places have been living up to the hype. So we're turning up the heat and heading to the city that's built on virality, Los Angeles.
Oh,
California.
LA.
To make this test right, we're putting one of LA's
Maybe we're
top
gonna see our
food
first F
reviewers
tier in
the
LA.
hot seat.
Maybe it's
How Kev
too hyped.
eats. He says he never gets paid for reviews,
I don't take any money for reviews.
and he's very confident.
Impressive.
that his
I'm sure a
palate
lot
lives
of
up to
people
the hype.
would.
So we're specifically testing his viral recommendations. I'm gonna
Okay.
give the final verdict straight to his face. Is this where the internet's food critics finally get exposed? And this one's gonna be big. Cheesesteak, bagel showdowns, $80 fish sandwiches. And we're starting at the
$80.
Gourmand.
That's like gonna be like $110
Supposedly,
Canadian.
Bad Bunny loves this place. And when he put it in his Super Bowl performance
That's
overnight,
funny.
this place was
Okay.
a hit. So we have their signature tacos with a crispy cheese skirt. Now, Kev was a pretty big
Ooh.
fan of this place when he tried it.
The texture of the cheese and the beautifully barbecued meat just bounces off your tongue real nice. Definitely a top 10 taco I've had in LA.
Let's
Okay.
give this a rip.
Yeah. Put it in my mouth.
Right.
I'll give it one more.
Oh
rip. The salsa, and then we'll move on.
no. He said it's dry?
Much better.
So the salsa's actually seasoned really nice, but this I
Okay.
thought was a little under seasoned.
It's funny, the last time it was too limey. This time, I don't think there's enough lime.
Let's
That's
do the
too bad.
asada next, maybe?
This
Oh.
mango habanero salsa is my favorite
Yes.
thing here because it's really spicy. Let me just admire the crispy cheese on this. It's like a potato chip.
Yeah.
These are good. The tortilla's nice. It's got good elastic.
Oh, here we go. Potato internet again. We love this for me.
It's so crisp. It's not burnt. It's got that deep, salty, cheesy flavor. The salsa is something you cannot skip. It's tough. It's in between a B and an A.
Now, while the texture's all there, I
Wow,
do
even
feel
under
the flavor was
seasoned?
a
I'm shocked they
little
didn't
bit
go
muted
C.
Overall, it's
But
just not enough salt, not enough depth of flavor, and these tacos look like they should punch you right in the mouth.
I mean this with a lot of love. I do think that
Okay.
they're a B. We move on. We're at Matu Cheesesteak. They serve one thing and one thing only.
There we go.
A cheesesteak.
Some more
Not just any
cheesesteak.
cheesesteak. This is probably the most turned up cheesesteak you can get. This is a 100% grass-fed New Zealand Wagyu beef.
Wow.
And it's the beef trimmings of one of the finest steakhouses that there is. So you have really high quality beef. You got
Okay.
super sharp cheese, grilled onions, a long hot pepper from the East Coast. It's on a
Ooh.
beautiful fresh baked seeded roll. It's glistening in the
Wow,
sun.
look at
it
that.
looks good. Could this be our first S tier in LA?
This is the East Coast versus West
It
Coast
looks
competition we were talking
delicious.
about. Will Matu live up to the hype? And can they beat Danny and Coops? Kevin is setting our bar high.
Holy
It looks like it's delicious.
My eyes are watering. It might be because it's really fucking good, or also because it was really hot and it burned my tongue.
This is probably the best I've had it.
I have no notes. The bread is
Wow.
phenomenal. It's got the perfect amount of chew. It still has that softness that gives away. It almost puffs
Well,
air into your mouth.
sign
as you
me
bite
up.
down into it. The cheese is beautifully salty. Despite all the cheese and just fattiness going on in
Yeah.
here, the flavor of the beef shines through everything.
Really?
I mean, it explodes with rich, roasty beef flavor.
I want
but
it.
overall, it's just the balance and the intensity of flavor. But number one, most important thing, the one thing I always complain about, what about the salt level, Josh? And I gotta say, the salt level is perfect. It is
Okay.
right at the line of where it needs
Well,
to be.
there's your
For
S
me
tier.
Personally, I think this is better than the Danny and Coops by far. I would come here
Wow.
before Danny and Coops 100 times over. But Danny and Coops is good, just not this good. This is an S tier.
Next, we have the cheese store of the rich and famous, or Beverly
Oh,
Hills,
I
if you
love
call it
cheese.
that. This place has gone viral
Give me
for giving
cheese.
so many free samples, you might not have space for their
But not as
sandwiches.
much as my
Come
sister
here,
loves
they've got
cheese, let me
cheese
tell you.
everywhere. They've got jams, jellies, every cracker known to mankind. You got fucking prosciutto hanging from the ceiling. It's the most chaotically
Oh my
beautiful
gosh.
shop I can
I love
possibly
it.
think of. So we're gonna try some cheeses, and then we'll see what's next. Oh, that makes my
Her
toast-
username is
that's
literally
just like brown
cheese.
butter, almost.
She's a.
But I also like the little protein crystal pops in there, the crunchiness, that's nice. Love that, okay, banger.
I feel like we
Next
need
up,
to get our
fresh
passport cheese and go
Alpine
visit
cheese.
this place.
Wow, holy shit, that's insane.
And to finish this off, he gave us an 18-month-old Gruyere.
Yeah, it like melts. You chew and there's like a soft bite to it, and then all of a sudden it just melts like ice cream on your tongue. It goes
man.
from solid to like cream sauce immediately in your mouth.
Weird.
So at the end of the day, this is a cheese store, but they said that their sandwiches will win them the gold. Is that true?
Look
Pretty
at how
ballsy for a cheese store
good
to
that
put out
looks.
A hot sandwich.
Nope.
Yeah, that's my favorite sandwich here.
Oh my god, that is fucking beautiful. I gotta give that one a clap. This is totally different than matsu. It's not the same
Whoa.
at all, but it has that same like boom effect where you ate it and you're like being electrocuted by so many beautiful flavors. But what I love
Nice.
is this like spicy like tartness from the Dijon mustard that's
Yeah.
like perfuming your nostrils and your mouth. The onion is just so lightly present. It's not in your face. It's
Okay,
got rich
good.
goofiness. It's creamy. Whatever cheese they're using is unfucking believable.
Real
a little
star.
funky and cheesy and creamy, almost like a cream sauce.
Yeah,
Top
yeah.
20 sandwiches
Okay.
I've ever had. I think this is fucking amazing. This is an S tier.
Wow.
We're doing good here, guys. On to the next. We've made it to the
One of his
most
top
viral
sandwiches.
sandwich shop in the world. Period. End of
Really?
story. No contest.
What is so viral about this
Valentico
place?
Vinayo. God, that's
I
a
don't think I've
mouthful,
ever heard of it.
And we're having the most popular sandwich here, La Paradiso.
Wow.
I'm not convinced this sandwich is that
It
great.
looks
Is this all
good.
just hype? Because to Kev's credit, he said he was actually not impressed.
This was actually my favorite one when I had it in Florence. It's
Okay.
the least favorite one I had today.
Let's just go in. Cheers.
Our first super overhyped,
Very
maybe?
What are you getting?
Sweet.
Oh no.
Oh, the pistachio. Why is this not
Wait, there's
popping off for me right now?
Texture of the bread is actually
Pistachio in
fantastic.
there?
I agree. The bread's amazing. The sandwich
bread
itself is
looks
like it's
delicious.
good, but it's not like blowing me away. Like
I also
Okay.
feel like it's 80% bread.
Yeah.
eating it like expecting more.
Yeah, like you're trying to like find what it's missing
Oh.
and it's just keep missing.
Yeah, actually.
How
yeah. So much
disappointing.
about this sandwich is really fun and exciting.
Well,
The
looks like
bread
we
is
might have to
amazing.
pass
The
on that
mozzarella is
one.
Great, but like the best sandwich that has lines like for multiple hours on end globally.
I feel like this
Wow.
one in Italy, when like the ingredients are at the pinnacle of quality, this would be significantly better. This doesn't
Okay.
really like blow me away.
It's gonna be a B for me. Like I'm happy with this. I can make this at home, but it's not blowing me away. One of the most viral
Okay,
places
can you
in the
make it
entire
for
video,
me?
and we've got a B.
Next up,
Wow.
Colin Ray's, who somehow has made a Nashville hot chicken sandwich
Oh.
that's more famous than any that I've ever seen coming out of
Oh, that
Nashville.
looks
These guys are
good.
viral Hall of Famers for lighting
Colin
people's
Ray's.
mouths on fire, while also
Oh.
being supposedly delicious. Kev says medium is the perfect balance, and he is beyond a stand.
This is the best sandwich you can possibly get.
We've got their medium.
I'd probably
plus
have to have,
Nashville
like,
hot
the
chicken
mild.
sandwich, slaw, pickles, comeback
Too hot
sauce
for me.
on a buttered bun. I'm not gonna lie, this one looks
I don't enjoy eating foods that like burn my mouth and make me salivate and like then you can't taste anything. For me anyways, like I always go like a step lower just so I can enjoy my food while still
But
having a
I'm
little
fried
bit of
chicken
heat.
sandwich connoisseur, so we'll see where they land.
All right, give it to us. Oh,
The chicken is a little dry.
Oh,
but not
no.
in a way that's like totally taking away from it. The bun is
Still.
immaculate. The pickles are perfect. I love the sauce on this. What I appreciate is the flavor of the actual oil that they dip it in. It's not just straight cayenne. There's garlic in there. There's like
Okay.
fragrant chili flavor, almost like you would get in a chili oil.
Totally
oh
agree.
wow.
The more I get to the center of the sandwich, the more it becomes an S. The outside 20% is just like chicken and bread, but the
Okay.
inside, you get way more pickle, you get way more like crunch. Howlin' Ray's as a restaurant to me is an S tier, but this chicken sandwich right now is hitting at an A for me.
I know Kevin was pulling for the S, but I gotta set the record straight on this one. We've got 4
That's
restaurants
right.
to go, and they're gonna be some of
Oh!
the biggest viral taste tests in America.
Ooh, is that a
I
smash
know we're
burger?
in LA, but the first one is actually a bagel. A lot of
A
people are telling me that
bagel?
this bagel is better than any New York bagel.
This is still undoubtedly a top 3 bagel you can get in LA.
And I feel like I see a new video
Wow.
about them popping off every day.
We've got 2
me
variations.
see it.
We've got the classic lox bagel, which is lox, tomato, capers, onion, pretty typical little olive
Wow.
oil. But this other one
That looks
is their
pretty
honey
good.
butter, which I think is a bit of a sleeper. So we'll try these both.
Oh yeah. Give me that one.
Did you hear the crunch?
That's insane.
Before I rate this, bagels are really important to me. My dad's from New York City. Every year when I was a kid, I would go to New York City, go and get a bagel with my dad. It's one of my favorite foods of all time.
Wow.
And out the gate, this is far superior to any bagel I've ever had in New York City. And everybody says you can only get the best bagels in New York. I don't think that's true.
Whoa.
I'm not even gonna talk about the toppings. The toppings are great and they're amazing, but the bagel itself, the outside, is the most crispy, crackly, little crunchy, almost like a cracker. The inside is so succulently soft and moist, like the finest, like, almost like sourdough bread. You know how it's got that wetness to it?
Yeah.
And it's just beautifully aerated. It's not dense.
Love
The
that.
chew is immaculate on this one. Oh my God.
Honey butter. Cheers.
That's the one I want.
All right, that's absurd.
It doesn't get better. than
There's
this
your
for
S
me,
tier right
personally.
there.
This is them flexing. Just honey, just butter, nothing else. They're really letting the product shine for what it is. It doesn't need a ton of toppings because the bagel is so damn good.
That looks
I
so
have nothing
good.
to say. Immediate
Yeah.
S tier, the best bagel I've ever had.
Where am I
It's
going
my
for that?
favorite place.
LA?
It's
Sign me up.
100% worth waiting in line for. Just if you're gonna do
Yeah.
it, buy some extra so you have some. Take
Oh
back.
man, let me just Google how far LA is from my hometown. Hang on, just to LA. All right. It's only a 9-hour flight. Oh, okay. It's only $1,000 for a one-way ticket. Wow. Oh no, so sorry. It's actually 11 hours. I guess by the time I fly to Toronto and then wait and then fly to LA. Yeah, not a big deal. I think it's worth the 12-hour trip plus over $2,000 for a bagel, right?
This is a good one for you, Kev. This is making you look good.
I have reviewed over 3 restaurants.
All right. On to the next.
Quite possibly the greatest chicken
What
shawarma
is
in
that?
all of America. Mia Shawarma. They only open 2 days per week. Not only are their videos getting tons of views,
What?
but the line is possibly one of the biggest lines I've ever seen. I mean, even Kevin had trouble speaking after eating one.
What's on top of it? Just like chicken? I don't get it.
Oh.
I don't
I'm
know.
just kidding. That's f***ing crazy. It's the best shawarma I've ever had in my entire life. It's so creamy. not
God, it
dry at
looks
all.
good.
The outside is so crispy. A little bit of spiciness.
A little bit, yeah.
We made a version of this on the second channel with the Mia shawarma guys. Really good.
Okay.
And honestly, the flavor of that did get close to this, but man, it being on
Oh,
the trompo makes such a
yeah.
big difference. And also just all the product, everything in here. I mean,
Since we've had this before and we're friends with them, we are actually disqualifying them from
Fair.
the rating. But I did want to say that this is a place that I really would wait in the line. That tells you all you need to know.
Yeah.
This next one is the most expensive
It
viral
looks
item
delicious.
in this video, and it's just one sandwich for $80. This is the fried
It
fish
is a ludicrous for a
topped
sandwich.
with caviar. Now,
I don't care
despite
how
the
good
steep
it
price,
is.
Kev says he was impressed.
Yeah, this is the best fish sandwich I've ever had. And I could swim in that tartar sauce naked.
I just don't see a world where this lives up to the price.
I just spent $170
No.
on this, okay? We're here to put this to the test.
I would not pay that kind of money. I don't care how good it is. That's wild.
This is definitely a marketing play, but I still think it's delicious. 'Cause that is not just any ordinary tartar sauce, it's a yuzu tartar sauce. So it's gonna be sour, but it's absolutely delicious.
No
All
way,
right.
man.
I have a lot of thoughts. Let me address the
Yes.
caviar really quick. Completely unnecessary.
Completely.
It does nothing. Get this without the caviar.
If you take away the caviar, it's a pretty good fried fish sandwich. But unfortunately, the fish was under-seasoned. It just really didn't hit for me. You couldn't even taste the caviar on this thing. I think
Wow.
it sits at a C tier, and the stakes for Kevin and all these other food critics, influencers everywhere, has never been higher than at our next spot.
Nah, I'd give
Now,
that
this
an F
smash
tier.
burger
Way
Kevin
too expensive.
inadvertently
If it's
made
not even that
probably
good.
the most viral in the country. It is Easy Street Burgers. And
Yes.
Kevin gave it some major
Oh.
Back at one of my favorite burger spots, if not
Let me in. I'll let you in on a little secret. I, for the first time in my life, flew out of town and had a smash burger, a true smash burger. And oh my God, it was the most incredible, delicious experience of my entire life. And it kind of opened up my horizons to, wow, like how little have I experienced in my hometown, because we don't have that much available to us. To, fly a few hours away and try a smash burger. And it was, oh man, like I dream of that smash burger with my milkshake and some fries. I cannot wait to go back to try it again. So when we talk about smash burgers, I get very excited because I'm like, I know this one. I can relate to this
my
one.
favorite,
Even Keith Lee went here and loved it.
This is the best burger I've ever had.
I want to start with the jalapeno monster because there's nothing you can hide with this. There's no bacon that's gonna cover up the flavor or their lack of seasoning, if there is lack of seasoning.
I honestly don't even want to try it. I just
Look
want
how
to try
good it
Claiming that
looks.
these are the best burgers they've ever had, I would expect honestly an S tier. So this
Better
may
be.
be the biggest test of the entire video. And there's already trouble on the first bite.
It is missing a bit on salt, if I'm being honest
Oh.
with you. What I will say, I almost don't care because the texture is unbelievable. The crispness on the
That's
Maillard
it.
is almost like a
The
cheese
crispy
skirt
of
level
it.
of crunch, and the inside is actually not too fatty, which I really appreciate. I do want to try the bacon one. Oh yeah.
This is really good.
It's kind of what I expected, right? Like, the bacon is leveraging the flavor quite a bit. Had they seasoned this perfectly, this would be the perfect burger. I'm not gonna say, oh, it's under seasoned, therefore it sucks, because it has everything else is dialed. Had they just
Fair
put
enough.
a touch more salt, this would be an S. But I'm gonna give
little
my
A
honest
tier.
review. Usually, when I get a low salt, it usually doesn't break the B tier. It's never happened actually,
Wow.
until today. This,
Wow.
I think, is worthy of an A tier. And if they're hitting it with the salt, it's easy S tier territory.
Okay.
Still remarkable burger. If there was a line, I'd stand in it. But that being said, we still have a question to answer.
We just watched a video that had way more successes than failures, and I thought for sure that these viral videos, these viral places were going to be not as good and not worth the hype. So now I'm getting a little bit worried, because if this is the case, then does that mean that, you know, a lot of the videos that I'm watching of these thousands of other places that have like the best of the best, they quote themselves or they say that they're the best and the best, does that mean that like eventually I'm just gonna have to try them all for myself and see if they're real or not, and they might actually be worth the hype? Because look how many S tiers there were in this video. One thing I will say, it's wild to me how much Americans will wait in line for food. Like in my small town, you don't see that. You know, sometimes we have lineups and I'll just like drive past one restaurant because I'm like, I don't want to wait that long, and I'll just go to somewhere else because the food isn't worth waiting in line. But I guess if, you know, you have these delicacies that you can't remake at home, I guess it's worth the standing in line for an hour or two and waiting for the food. It's such a unique concept that my brain has a hard time fathoming. Like if you were to tell me, hi Bubba, that we were gonna go someplace and you were going to make me wait an hour or two before I could eat, and to stay in line, not even like get to just like, I'll come back, like let's order and come back. Oh, you're just gonna go on my desk now? Okay, great. Oh, it's okay. That's just my headphone case. That to me is just a foreign concept. But what I do like seeing is how social media can help. Okay, whoa, you want to go down? Good job. Good girl. What I love is that social media allows people who like not big known chefs, people who don't have Michelin stars, it gives them an opportunity to showcase their food, and hopefully it goes viral, and then they get that clientele that's going to absolutely love and enjoy their food. Because in the end of the day, the product that, you know, restaurants are selling is they want people to enjoy their food. So it's really cool that a concept of social media virality can then make people's dreams come true, just like it's doing for me right now. Like my dream is to be able to eventually travel the world, and I'm hoping by doing this YouTube channel, I get to experience it, you know, through a screen. But eventually the hope is that I'm able to go out and experience this for myself one day. So it's just cool that social media can allow people's dreams to eventually become a reality. So if you like watching a small town Canadian girl reacting to all your delicious food in America, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.